Hello, I'm Mangesh. I'm a United fan. And today I want to talk about this whole Marcus Rashford situation, which seems to be spiraling out of control. Just in case you do not know, Marcus Rashford has been dropped from the squad by the new manager, Ruben Amorim.
for multiple games now.
There's been a lot of discussion about this on social media. People are divided into pro and anti Rashford camps. One side thinks he is the second coming of Diego Maradona, while the other side thinks he is probably rich man's David Bellion. And as always, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Many of us watched Rashford right from his debut in the Europa League. He scored a brace at the age of 18. And his manager, the man who gave him the chance, was Louis Van Gaal. Now, there is one thing you need to remember about Louis Van Gaal. When it comes to judging young footballers, there is no one better than him. He gave the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, and Seedorf, and even Patrick Kluivert their chance. In 2009, he integrated a 19-year-old footballer called Thomas Müller into his Bayern Munich side, and Müller went on to have a great career. So this is not to say Rashford is as good as the players mentioned. I'm not saying he's as good as Xavi or Iniesta. But if Louis Van Gaal thinks you are good enough, there is a chance that you are really good. And Rashford had his moments throughout the season. He scored another brace against Arsenal on his Premier League debut. In the Euro 2016, he was England's only shining light. But we also need to remember that despite being outstanding, Marcus Rashford wasn't as good as, say, Wayne Rooney or Cristiano Ronaldo. Because Wayne Rooney at 17 took your breath away. He scored his first goal before turning 17, a late winner against Arsenal out of nowhere to stop Arsenal's 30 game unbeaten run. Cristiano completely terrorized the Bolton
Defense.
on his United debut while he was just 19. Both Rooney and Ronaldo were savages. It's a level only a handful of footballers will ever reach. But when you are not Rooney or Ronaldo, for development of any player, there has to be more emphasis on the environment they are in. Because for such players, there is a matter of actually coaching them to take them to the next level. This is something Man United has lacked ever since Alex Ferguson left in 2013. The likes of Fred and Harry Maguire are the butt of all the jokes on social media. But there is a reason that even the great Pep Guardiola was interested in them. He saw something he could work with and he could have taken them to the next level. Now, Anthony receives a lot of flack on social media and rightly so at times. But how many people know that even Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp were interested in him? You need a good environment to develop young players, something Manchester United has lacked since 2013. Ever since Alex Ferguson left, Man United also screwed up their coaching appointments. They hired people like Mourinho and Van Gaal, once great coaches, but now with their best just behind them, or hired someone like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who I absolutely loved, or David Moyes, who are not good enough to manage a club of the size of Manchester United. And this is an important point because if you want a player to succeed at your club, you need to give them all the help they need. And at United, no player has received that help. And that's the reason so many players failed at United. Now, consider someone like Angel Di Maria, who is a Copa America and World Cup winner with Argentina. United signed him at the back of his man of the match performance in the Champions League final of 2014 against Atletico Madrid, Simeone's Atletico Madrid side, which was the best defensive unit in Europe at the time, and Di Maria ran riot. But at United, he failed. Then there is always Paul Pogba, who United re-signed in 2016 at the back of stellar performances in this area. And we know what happened with Pogba. Then there is Alexis Sanchez, who was flying at Arsenal, but when he joined United, he turned out to be one of the worst Premier League signings. The issues at United run deeper than Marcus Rashford. But when you are not Rooney or Ronaldo, every little detail matters for the development of players. Be it change in managers, loan deals gone wrong, injuries, at times change in their playing position. Now, just imagine a scenario where Marcus Rashford plays under Alex Ferguson. He wouldn't be as good as Wayne Rooney or Ronaldo, but I am pretty sure that he would be an outstanding and world class footballer. Now, there is another side to this. After being dropped against Manchester City, Marcus Rashford decided to give Henry Winter, a senior journalist, an interview in which he stated his desire to leave to find a new challenge. And let's face it, this has put the new manager in quite difficult position. But there is also a matter of what players who have been there and done that think about Rashford's situation. And by that I mean serial winners. Because someone like Roy Keane always talks about Rashford's body language on the pitch, especially when things are not going our way. Rio Ferdinand always talks about being slightly concerned about Rashford's entourage. Paul Scholes and Gary Neville questioned his decision of flying to US and getting jet lag in the same week when Ruben Amorim was supposed to join the club. There is also a matter of his on-field performances. Since 2021-22 season, Rashford has scored 50 goals in 155 games. Out of this, he scored 30 goals in one season alone, leaving him just 20 goals from the remaining 99 games. That's not exactly a great record. So if he leaves United, he will not join Real Madrid or Barcelona. He will not even join Bayern Munich. We also need to consider his wage situation. I'm not saying it is his fault. The club decided to give him that money, but I cannot think of any top club who would be willing to give him that kind of money with just 50 goals and not many assists in last 4 seasons. So there are two sides to this story, both with decent merit. As far as I'm concerned, I love the player. I absolutely adore him. I want him to stay. But with every little thing he does getting blown out of proportion, I am not really sure if staying would be a right option for him. A move away, a new challenge might actually help. And even if he decides to leave, that's fine. That won't affect the love and affection we have had for him over the years. I hope he is successful in his new adventure, and I, for one, will definitely miss him.